It was late afternoon when I received an urgent call from one of my ranch managers. Karen had broken into my ranch safe. Naturally, she claimed it was to ensure HOA compliance, or some other nonsense. What she didn't know was that my safe contained extremely sensitive items, including files that, unbeknownst to her, were connected to a federal investigation. Essentially, she had just robbed the FBI without realizing it. When I arrived on site, I could see Karen rifling through the safe, her clipboard balancing precariously on her arm. "What are you doing, Karen?" I asked calmly. "That safe is private property, and you're trespassing." Karen looked up, shocked but trying to maintain her composure. I'm just checking for compliance. The HOA says I have authority here." I shook my head. "Karen, you have no authority here. Step away immediately, or law enforcement will be involved." Of course, she didn't step back. She reached for a file labeled FBI sensitive, "Do not open." I quietly activated my ranch's surveillance system, alerting the local sheriff and federal authorities at the same time. Within minutes, Karen realized something was wrong. A discreet camera captured her every move, while my K-9 unit quietly positioned itself near the entrance. "Karen," I said calmly, "you've just crossed into federal territory without knowing it. Any further interference will result in immediate arrest." Her confident facade faltered. I didn't know. It's just a safe." Before she could panic further, deputies arrived, followed shortly by federal agents. Karen froze as agents stepped inside, reviewing the security footage. The moment she had opened that safe, she had unknowingly triggered federal involvement. Every illegal act, trespassing, attempted theft, and unauthorized entry, was documented, leaving her with no defense. Karen's attempts to argue her HOA authority fell flat. "Ma'am," one agent said firmly, "you have no jurisdiction here. You have committed trespassing and illegal entry. You are under arrest." The scene quickly escalated. Karen was handcuffed, her clipboard confiscated, and the deputies escorted her to the sheriff's vehicle. Neighbors who had gathered watched in disbelief as the woman who had tried to control my property found herself fully overpowered by the law. Meanwhile, my ranch remained secure. The safe was locked, my sensitive files were untouched, and my security systems continued monitoring the property for any further intrusions. Karen's HOA privileges were permanently revoked, and the board was notified of her reckless actions, which had now attracted federal scrutiny. By the end of the day, Karen had been publicly humiliated, arrested, and stripped of any authority she once wielded. The entire community was reminded that private property rights, combined with law enforcement and federal oversight, could not be ignored, even by the most brazen HOA members. Karen had thought breaking into my ranch safe would assert HOA control and give her access to valuable property. Instead, she triggered law enforcement, federal scrutiny, public embarrassment, and permanent loss of HOA authority, all while my property and sensitive files remained completely secure. Karen broke into my ranch safe. Instead, she was arrested for trespassing and unauthorized entry, faced federal scrutiny, and permanently lost all HOA privileges, proving once again that rogue HOA members cannot challenge private property or federal jurisdiction without consequences.